Want to come from another angle as I was coming across the flight deck of the Forrestal aircraft carrier. I, oh, they waved me off, Giant. God waved me off. He said, "No, not that time, not this time. We want you to taught the art of prayer." You did know that it's an art. But Chatfield, I was trying to consider what to say, and Lord, give me a word for your people. I understand that most people know how, or consider they know how to pray. But there are two instances in the Bible to which God addresses prayer through his Son. May I inform us today that prayer is very important. Seeing that we are here today with this greater cloud of witnesses and these procrastinators of the gospel, some would say, but I would like to say we're in the midst of a group of theologians. One thing that you need to know about studying God's word is that you are actually following the precept that somebody else has already made. They had an encounter with God, and because they had an encounter with God, they wanted to leave you some information behind to let you know what God was saying. Sometimes we find these groups of people, they had different conferences that they had, and they were talking about God, and they said, well, we're going to let this book in. And then somebody in South Carolina or North Carolina will say, no, that book is not relevant. It does not carry the weight that we desire it carry. Look with me to Luke chapter number 11. And we're going to begin around verse number 2. But there's a question that has always been asked of the people of God, and that is this: how to pray. You got some people, William, that pray and they get all wind up in it. They deacons. Y'all deacons. That's how deacons got a special way to pray. They no, that's the apostles. I'm sorry, apostles. That's the apostles and the bishops and the pastors. They, Lord. But I would like to suggest to you a prayer today that will span the time. Help! That's the best prayer I know, Uncle Charles. See, when I say help, my father knew my voice. As a matter of fact, he was there hovering, waiting for me to say help, Minister. Hey, because I don't have time sometimes to tell God how wonderful he is. I'm already in high gear preaching, y'all. Sometimes it's so urgent when that car begin to spin. Y'all not talking to me. Yeah, I was upside down on 95 right there at Lim Turner. I ain't have time to say, Father, I stretch my hand to thee. No other help. Help! Help! I can remember Sister Cassandra singing the song, Lord, do it for me. As that Ford 150 went to spinning. When I got out of that truck, the one, I didn't have a scratch on me. My colleagues, Nick, say, Pop, we need to take you to the hospital. Ain't no way in the world that you could have not a scratch on you and not be hurt with the top of that truck bent in like it's bent in. And all I can say is, nobody but Jesus. My brothers and sisters, what we need to understand is prayer is long-standing. As a matter of fact, some of us today are living on prayers that somebody prayed centuries ago. Sister Brenda, I saw your hand go up, so it leads me to think, Sister, hey, you didn't know this lady, but he did, of a young lady by the name of Lola Metlock. That lady, she looked at me, looked at Brenda, looked at my sister, looked at my cousins and said, Lord, bless my family. I would caution us today to know that in every one of your homes there was somebody. It might have been the one you ain't really liked that much, but somebody was calling on the name of the Lord. And so although I was starting at verse number 2 according to the scriptures that was on the board, but I think I need to go back and get number 1. Luke 11:1, these words are found. It says, and it came to pass. In other words, something already happened, William. God already know what you need, when you need it, and how you need it. And he just waiting on you to act like you want it. Can I say it that way? He know when you need it, how you need it, but he want to know, do you want it? So he says, as he was what? Praying. See, sometimes you have been instructed that your prayers should be in a certain way. And I agree with that they should be in a certain way, but you got to find somebody that know how to pray. Yeah, you got to find somebody and want to hang around somebody that, see, for some of us, and I know some of you can remember this, you never heard really the prayer because it was in a language that you didn't understand. I'm talking about that same Lola Brown. She would just start to hum. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. See, it's something about a humming prayer. The humming prayer is a prayer that has a device within its substance that causes God's angels to start calling on God and say, somebody calling you. I'm going somewhere with this now. But see, you didn't understand, but grandma would just start humming. I almost heard somebody just went to humming then when they say, yeah. But what we've got to understand is Jesus was in a certain place praying. When he stopped, he had prayed so angelically that the people around him said, whoa, wait a minute now, I need that prayer myself. And we find that, and it says, one of his disciples said unto him, Lord, teach us to pray. But that's not any kind of prayer. Teach us to pray like John taught his disciples to pray. Here it is, brothers and sisters. What we've got to understand is there is a palette of prayers that you can pray, but when you pray them like God want to hear them, you got a prayer. Can I say that again? See, sometimes we all off the mark. We praying about the child that we want saved. And there's nothing wrong with you praying about you want your child saved, but it is in the format that God want to hear it. See, some of us want our child healed or delivered based on jealousy. I'm going to say that again. See, because you put your son up on the pedestal, and you know he ain't living no kind of life, but you saw the woman down the street whose son ain't never had nothing, saved, sanctified, and filled with the Holy Ghost, and now you have a jealousy to want your child to. Can I just talk for a few? I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. The Bible declares that you prayed amiss. Some not in this church now, not in this church. Some young ladies have prayed wanting somebody's husband. But not in this church. Not in this church. Not. I'm just talking about where I'm talking about somebody else's church. But we got to understand that there's already a pattern that has been established. And if I'm going to pray a prayer, I want to pray a prayer from somebody that already been in glory. Jesus has already been in glory, but watch what they do. They say, teach us how to what? Pray like John taught his disciples to pray, because they understood something that we need to understand today, and that is John was the forerunner. Am I teaching as well as preaching? Because sometimes you need to know the pattern. The pattern was John until Jesus showed up. Am I talking? And so Jesus said, I've been waiting on y'all to ask me that. So he says to them in verse number 2, and he said unto them, when ye pray, say. Is that all right? See, you don't have to pray it in that fashion, but the template. You got to have a template because you need to establish a relationship. So he says to them, say, our Father. We can't get past that, can we? How many of us know that God is your Father? Well, I wouldn't be, and I tell them, tell them that Bishop said he's not convinced that he's their father, because it's something about when Vivian Elaine Young realized that Bubba Louie, which is her father on earth, was talking about her, she'd get all happy, and we hear her down the street. Am I talking to somebody this morning? See, when he is your father, well, I'll talk to Apostle. Apostle, when my daddy showed up, my father, I say my daddy can beat your daddy. Nick, see, that's what Jada be saying. When you show up and all the other fathers, little guys, about like the children, Jada be looking at us and say, my daddy beat your daddy. And so it is, my brothers and sisters, my Father in heaven can beat every. Brother Sheffield, I'm almost done, because see, if I don't go no further than our Father, and notice something that can I talk from the Williams household for about another minute or two? See, we used to tell each other, that ain't your daddy, that's my daddy. But notice, Doc, what the text said, our. Because what you missed in this is a corporate prayer. The Jews always prayed. Some prayed amiss. Some prayed for envy. Some prayed for glory. Some prayed that some people would just look at them and say, ooh, they can really, really pray, but they weren't living nothing. So Jesus says, I want you to meet the real deal. Our Father. See, because he knew him personally. He had been around in peaches, and he knew his capabilities. Watch what he says. Our Father, which art where? That, Sister Chatfield, that'll make you shout right there. Because look here. He's in heaven, he's on earth, he's under the earth, he's everywhere. And all I got to do, Sister Gwenda, is reach out and touch him. But it's not with my hands. It's with my heart. Because my Father knows, not only do I know him, he knows me. And oh God, you better watch out, boy. Watch what he says now. He says what? Hallowed. Hallowed. Be what? May I put a little pin right here and stop for a minute and say, when he says that means you the best. See, y'all, sometimes we looking for some great word, but all I'm going to say is when he say hello, you the best. See, that's the way I pray sometimes. I don't get caught up in all that other stuff. I say, God, you bad, God. You the one. Can I say it that way? You are the one. Watch it. I've never met anybody like you who can put up what Sandy be talking trash, Sister Hay. But sometimes, Lord, I ain't never met nobody like you. See, Sandy loved me, but God loved me even more. There's nobody like you. There's nothing that can be compared to you. You are supreme. And no matter what I say to him, see, for those of you that think you got to have a prayer that you sounding like an angel, forget it. What you gonna tell God? What can you tell God that he don't already know? When I'm searching my vocabulary to try to come up with something to exalt him. Even if I say you're lovely, he exceeds it. When I say you're great, watch what he would tell me back, Uncle Charles. He said, I'm the greatest. Whatever I try to think to say to him, he said, yeah, that's me. And more. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. May I pause for a moment there, because in that moment the Jews were looking for the kingdom to come. That was really their problem. The problem wasn't that he wasn't going to deliver, because when he spoke it from the beginning of time, it was already done. Did y'all know that? When he said, let there, it was already done. But we got to wait for it, Gwen. That's where I run into the problem. Lord, I don't want to wait. Now I got to pray another prayer. Lord, help me to wait. Good God Almighty. Giant, you didn't know this about Grandpa. But Grandpa couldn't wait till he got grown. Isn't anybody else in here like me? I can't wait to get out of my mama and daddy house because I want to be grown, because ain't nobody going to tell me what to do no more, because I'm grown. Lord, give me patience. The one, you ain't never said that. I can tell you ain't never said that. Now I need him to work on me. Now I need to tell me to hold on. Look over there in Revelation, you find when he said, hold on. Lord, how long for you going to avenge us? Some of you praying that today. Lord, how long for you going to make my boss know that I'm the real reason why this place is going? Lord, help me today because, see, God, I understand that if it went for me in this building, wrong prayer. Look at somebody and say, that's the wrong prayer. That's the wrong prayer. But notice what he says. Thy kingdom come. Thy will. Where? Look at in me. Watch this. Did y'all get that? Your will be done in me. Because I can't control nobody else. But I'm subject unto you. And because I'm subject unto you, I know that I can hold my horse. Y'all not talking to me. Thy will be done as in heaven, so in earth. Can I change that a little bit? May I? I'm not gonna send nobody to hell today. May I change that just a little bit? Lord, your will be done in me as you order it where you are. Does that make sense? Because see, when there's order in this house, see, sometimes the order ain't see, I can find all kind of faults in Sister Sandy. Well, you put too much onions in there. Everybody in here know that part there. Sister Sandy she about as long as she been knowing me, she don't cut the onions up little. She don't make them big. But I always complained. And then she said, well, I just put some onion sauce in there so he won't see them. But wisdom caught me, Uncle Charles, and said, if you're hungry, boy, you better eat them. Everybody talking? See, that's what God is saying to us now is the fact that if you pray right, I'll answer right. But you got to come to me like I need you to come to me. You can't come to me trying to flim-flam me because I'm God. I know the intent of your heart. Let me try to get on out of here and wrap up. Your will be done. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. As in heaven, so in earth. Did y'all notice something? You haven't heard in the prayer him ask for anything yet? Is anybody in here, you all out of line? You starting to pray off wrong. You ain't even told God how good he is. You ain't said thank you. You had an agenda. And because you had an agenda, God did too. Click. Am I talking to anybody? Those of you at home, I know I'm talking to you because these people in here, they ain't never had an agenda for God. They ain't never told God, God, I ain't got time to tell you how wonderful you are. I ain't even got time to tell you, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. He waved me off. He said the art of prayer. Listen, how many of you would go in the art class and say, well, I don't feel like using the paintbrushes today. I want to just use my fingers because I know how to do this. That's what some of us do to God. We tell God, God, I ain't got time. I don't want to hear what you had to say, God. I got a problem and I need you to solve it. And you say, I'm your child. And God looks at you and says, you know what? That's why I like you too. So I'm going to leave you right where you are. Has anybody ever heard of the terminology where it says God will give you just enough rope to hang yourself? So here we are. Verse number 3. Give us day by day our what? Like God ain't know what you needed. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to talk about y'all. I'm going to talk about me. When God look at my physique sometime, he said, man, you could do some pushy ways for about 2 or 3 days. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about me now. God be looking at me. He said, well, I overfed you yesterday. I gave you more than enough yesterday. And here you are back again today talking about give me some more. Anybody like me that just know that look here, I can remember when I was a little boy, John, you wouldn't know nothing about this because you wasn't running around there. But Dewan, when I was a little boy, I just go in the refrigerator and open it up and just look in there. That's what God is saying to us today. If we get the prayer right, I will give you everything you need if you just serve me and do like I want you to do. Not your will, but my will. Couldn't wait to get out of there. Ooh, Sister Gwenda, if I can go back to Vivian and James' house now. I didn't have to pay no water bill, no light bill. I didn't have to. When I walked in the house, Peaches, my mama, when you walked in the house, the aroma would kick you in the face. And watch this. She never cooked enough for just us. I think we watch Miracles. The pot never went down. The daily bread was daily bread, tomorrow bread, and next week's bread. Can I talk about that for a minute? In the Hebrew of the Jewish nation, the bread wasn't talking about just the bread for today. It was considered a bread for however long I needed to eat. See, what they could remember was, Uncle Charles, was the fact that there was a group of them that was out in the desert where they didn't have a whole lot of deer and stuff to eat. I think it was something like about 1 million of them out there, and God just said, hey, I'm going to rain down some bread. Because you was complaining that you didn't have nothing to eat, so I'm going to give you something to eat, but I'm going to make it come all out your nose. And the truth of the matter is, that's what God is doing to some of you now. You eating so much that you don't have, you're overfilled. But you're still not saying thank you. So as I try to close, in verse number 4 he says, and. Wait a minute now, this seems like it's somewhat out of place, but Jesus is the one that's instructing. So it must be was in the right place. See, I'd have thought that should have been first. Forgive us what? Wait a minute, that was plural, wasn't it? Oh, you remember when you were talking about somebody yesterday? That's a sin. You remember when you drove past that person that was broke down and you know they needed help and you knew them? You just... As a matter of fact, it rained around here last night. Some of y'all would have ran in the puddle and wet them up. But forgive us and notice something again that it is what? Plural. This is a what? Corporate. And unless I'm going to get beat up when I go home, I gotta say this. I just got to say this. And that's why it is so important in our 12 days of consecration that our prayers be in the same place. Our prayers be on the same accord. Our prayers. I'm going to leave that alone. I don't want Sister Williams to beat me up when I get home. Leave it up there. Leave it up there. We ain't done yet. For we also forgive everyone. Wait a minute. Not the one I like. Not the one I don't like. We forgive everyone that is indebted to us. Anybody know somebody indebted to you? Watch what we say sometimes. Well, if it wasn't for me. Anybody ever said that before? I'm the first partaker. Listen, I'm not telling y'all nothing God slapped me upside the head with. He said, remember when you were talking about if it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have had the job? If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have had this. If it wasn't for you, they wouldn't have had that. It was you. I thought it was me. That's what God's saying. I thought everything came from me. And you right here talking about if it wasn't for me. Indebted to us. This got James Benjamin Williams Jr. written all over it. And lead me, God, not into temptation, but deliver. I know it say us, but I got to say me. Deliver me from evil. Is it anybody need deliverance from evil? You know what, Deacon Hay, I don't like talking on and telling on myself. But I just got to say it. Sister Williams last night said, don't call people out in front of everybody. But I'm the bishop. I know what they need. These my people. What? Your people? These God's people. Sister Chatfield, I get mad. Oh, I ain't going to talk to her. I turn my back. She tried to grab my hand. I'm so mad, Apostle. I'm so mad. I don't want to leave my hand alone. I'm pushing God further and further away from me instead of hearing God say, have mercy on me. Am I talking to families? Am I talking to husbands and wives? Because sometimes we get plumb stupid. We get stupid. We talking about the model prayer, and we're in the midst of the consecration, Angela. I'm praying back. I done been out here last week praying over the church. Lord, meet us at the church. And when God meet us at the church, I'm so stupid I can't even see him. Watch this. Keep me, lead me not into temptation, but deliver me from evil. What was the evil? Me. I was the evil. Watch what you would say. The devil made me do it. You're a lie. You did it. Listen, by your confession, you set free. I confess, I'm set free. That won't happen no more. See, some of us need to be aware of the devices of the enemy. The intent might have been good, but the results was real bad. Can I talk in this house? The results was catastrophic. What if the church had been full like this? What was you going to do? Was you going to talk like that? You got Williams, you got too comfortable. You missed the mark. Keep me, oh God, from evil. See, sometimes we're looking for the devil to be on the corner. Yeah, we looking for the devil to have horns, a pitchfork. He ain't like that. Man, I know I got to go. But you know, Lucifer was a beautiful angel. Close your ears, Sandy. You ain't supposed to hear this. You know, the Commodore sung about him. He said she's a brick. See, some of y'all that ain't never did nothing wrong. You don't know nothing about that. But see, I don't been out there by his mercy and his. Mighty, mighty. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. Ain't holding nothing back. I'm gone. Just a couple of more things. What I want you to understand today is that the children of Israel knew how to pray. But they knew it was something different about his prayer. In the book of Luke, Jesus is always found praying. He understood that if he didn't pray, the Sadducees and Pharisees were going to get him. Who going to get you? Sometimes the Sadducees and Pharisees is right in the church and right in the house of God, because they're looking at you and they're seeing God in you and they want to trip you up. And so now God say, I got a tool for you, which is called prayer. I got to address this now. Y'all walk with me through this. Sister Sheffield looked at me kind of strange when I say the Sadducees and Pharisees is in the church. I need to clarify that. Because there's some people in the church, that's all they is a Sadducee and Pharisee. We've never done it like that before. Do y'all hear me? That's Brother John's program, and you're going to give it to somebody else. But the Spirit say change it up every now and then. Give somebody else a chance to show what God can do through them. But you around here still talking about, because that's the program I brought to the church, the program can go to the next. Are you ready to go to the next level? Look at, sometimes God gonna say, you sit down, Williams, and let somebody else preach. I'm talking about prayer. When we finalize the art of prayer, sometimes we find out that we've been praying the wrong thing. Can I help us? And y'all help me? My prayer was, Lord, give increase in your house. But when he give increase, don't you know the devil coming too? You better learn how to pray, let thou will. We might be able to get more done with one than we can get with 20. Now, I'm not being facetious and talking about the Baptist church, but the Baptist church, a lot of people have been saying that they have to have a meeting after the meeting. The telephone go to ringing. Girl, did you hear what the pastor said? We gonna do this and we gonna do that. Us ain't gonna do nothing. Us is gonna call for a board meeting. We gonna get rid of the pastor. And the church just goes spiraling down because you won't hear God. If we let his will be done, not my will. Y'all remember that prayer? But thy will be done. What? Wait a minute. Now he on the cross. Hanging up. If you, the Son of God, get down and let us down too. Ooh, God, I'm so glad he didn't get down. Watch the prayer. Watch the prayer. Forgive them, for they don't even know what they're doing. Wait a minute. Hey, y'all thought that was a good prayer, didn't you? He had a follower named Stephen. Stephen had done ate them up, Uncle Charles. Stephen had done ate them up so bad that they just got mad. They started stomping their ears. I don't want to hear no more, Stephen. Stephen getting stoned. How many of you can bear being stoned and say, forgive them? Listen, somebody, all they did was just, you didn't even hear the whole conversation. You just heard them say, child, look at that. And you took and ran with it and say, oh, they were talking about my dress. They were talking about my shoes. You ain't even heard a conversation. We got to pray. Deliver us from evil. And I'm trying to tell you all, I got to stop, but I'm trying to tell you, you the evil. You are the one that's evil. People will get saved if you get out the way. You down here talking about, oh, child, that dress too short. Let the Holy Ghost lift it out. What? Look here. Some of you, the Lord help Bishop because she's sitting on the front row with that short dress on. No. Let her stay there. If she stay there and Bishop is connected to God, then Bishop will preach what God said. Sometimes God won't let you see what you think you're seeing. When your heart is right, when you praying right, God will guide your footsteps. There's an anointing in God. I wish I could explain it to you. I can't even explain it to you. God is so much God that you can be in a certain. Come here, Jesus. Tell us about it. Jesus was telling them about themselves. They got mad. He said, this day, for your hearing, the scriptures are being fulfilled. Oh, you marriage boy. Oh, well, that's just Louis. They got ready to throw him off the cliff. When Jesus had enough, he walked right back through them. That's what prayer would do, saints. You could be in the midst of confusion, all hell breaking loose, and all you say, Father. Father. When you begin to call him Father, that means he birthed you. Can I, one more thing. He made you. His desire for you is that you have everything you need. Watch this. 4 things and I'm done. 1, expressing the longing which the disciples should feel for the actions of God in setting up his kingdom. Did y'all get that? What was 1? The longing. When you begin to long for God to set up his kingdom, not yours, his kingdom. Then the second one would be their dependence upon him as Father for their daily needs. How many of us are dependent on God for your daily needs? You know, that's nothing. But 3 says their new relationship of reconciliation with him and their fellow man. I can't go to heaven by myself. I'm going to try, but I can't because it's dependent on me bringing other disciples with me. Did y'all hear that? You can't just have God by yourself. You ought to want other people to be with God. And as I close, in their need of his power to preserve them from yielding to temptation. If ain't no one of them hit y'all, that one just hit me. Temptation, saints. Don't ever feel like you so holy that you can't be tempted. That's a temptation within itself. I'm done. I'm done. The art of prayer. Sometimes we feel like, oh, watch this. Watch it. If only Deacon Nick pray today. Y'all like that about some preachers? Oh, I don't like that preacher. If Bishop is so-and-so preaching today, well, child, I'm going to stay on home today. I know we got to get out of here, y'all. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Listen, real quick. I know Sister Sandy got to go and take Mama to church. But we're getting ready to take communion. I need us to search us. There's nobody in here that can't take communion. Let me say that first and foremost. I don't care what you did. I don't care what you just thought. All you got to do is say what? Lord, forgive me. We're going to be, can we use the abbreviated portion on that night? Lord Jesus,